corner into the back half of the season here on EA Sports College Football. It is Week 7. It's the Nebraska Cornhuskers and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Huskers headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. That is not the way you want to start, with the kickoff going out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Quick give. It's Hill. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Keeps it moving. It's Davison. Breaks into the open. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Dante Moore. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
I know he's gotten the height and weight of the tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
From the gun, it's Davison. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with the pickup of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Just feeds the running back. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen. They want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
In the red area, it's Davison. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
The Ducks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Here he goes. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oregon! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Handoff again. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
Well, when you talk Nebraska football, it always comes down to their ability running it on offense. Whether it's the option or whether it's conventional, they've got a long and illustrious history of great running backs, and this guy is on the field for a reason. His vision, his ability to make people miss, run with toughness, he can do it all.
Scanning the field, it's Calandria. Fires to the big fella.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Burrowing for yardage. Might have a chance. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Turns up, it's Barney. There he goes. Past the 20. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The give. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Might as well run him again. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Nebraska! The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's more to throw. Out wide left, it's Johnson. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. It's inside. It's Hill. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. They'll run it. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. They give it back to him. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They were all over it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Wants to throw. It's Calandria. Oh, pressure's coming. It's complete on the right side. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down in that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be fourth down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. Needs it. Inside the 30. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time.
I know there's a lot of people out there when they see 4th and inches, they're thinking QB sneak, bush push, but not this offense. They've got conventional ways. They can turn around, hand the football off, and rip off an explosive play like they did there.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. Second and long here. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Out wide right, it's Eyes. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll run the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Moore. Unloads to the wideout. Left side is Stewart. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
That's a really nice looking throw. When I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives him a chance.
Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Looking for a crease. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. wide receiver going in motion. Right back to the well. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Rushes on. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Right side, it's Johnson. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. In the backfield, it's Davison. Powers through the defender. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
Really, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, one thing you know about Oregon is they're always loaded in the backfield. They had a couple of true freshmen a season ago in Davison and Hill Jr. who were absolutely outstanding. And you expect this season, David, in the running game, those two guys are going to be the focal point for the Ducks.
They'll be the focal point, but it's just like you saw a year ago, man. Like they are committee, and they run hard. They run as angry as anybody in the country. Obviously, having more come back at the trigger opens it up. Price transfers in, so it's going to be another year of stable running backs for Oregon, a lot of ground and pound, and a lot of physicality. Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
3rd and long right here. Motion from the wideout. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. And he gets rid of it.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And the Ducks will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. From the gun, dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Moves the pocket. It's Calandria. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the 1st down at the 41. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Cornhuskers right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Off-play action on 1st down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Out wide left, it's Hunter. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Nebraska uses a timeout here. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Throws to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Looking for the marker. And he's not even close to the line to gain, and the defense makes the stop.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
Throwing more. Fires to the tight end. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Running inside. It's Davison. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It's first down from the 37-yard line. Moore will throw. Left side, it's Moore. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Hooks. Touchdown, Ducks! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Fresh set of downs going up top. Right side, it's Barney. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Notre Dame taking on the number 4 team, the BYU Cougars. And it's the Fighting Irish with a statement victory here and a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team.
The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Tells the run, wants to pass. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Hit and stop right there. Not much on that pickup. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Turns it upfield. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Give to the back. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Got him downfield. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
It's hard to have a grown man bearing down on you, about to hit you in the face, and you still be able to focus and keep your eyes down the field and throw a great pass to your wide receiver. Great job by the QB.
Handoff from the gun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jason, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Third and long coming up. Looking to pass. It's Calandria. Makes the grab. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Really nice third down sub defense there at that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Dead center perfect. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And after that last field goal, they start this third quarter, finding themselves playing from behind. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Right back to it. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Moore from the gun on third down. Out wide right, it's Hooks. And he's brought down after a nice game. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They'll try the left side. Turning it on. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you
snags it and he's open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for first and goal.
The Ducks will try to punch it in on first and goal. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they could have stopped that return at the 22. 22. Looking for running room. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscles. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Pulls it in, it's Nelson. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Out wide left, it's Nelson. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The shotgun, they go to the ground. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. He's racked up 92 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. This time they'll throw it. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 10. Touchdown, Oregon. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late.
And everything's going to have to be downfield. That's a nice start to this drive, but they're going to need to score, get the ball back quickly, and score again.
And the Huskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the air, it's Calandria. Got there right as the ball did, jarred it loose, it'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And a sensational return, and they finally stop him inside the 15. The The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. Dante Moore. He wants it all. Touchdown, Ducks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Right side, it's Barney. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Left side, it's Nelson. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. In a tight game like this, a mistake that keeps a drive alive for your opponent, just devastating. Offense has first down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Fires to the right. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Trying to establish the run. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead.
And how are you guys not impressed with this defense, man?
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Got to make the play on 4th. Escapes the pressure to his right. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Shakes off the defender. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the 4th quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. And they'll take a knee. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.